Greetings. I'm Larry Smith, and I'm going to read a few poems from my new book entitled Mingo Town and Memories. And I dedicate it to the people of my hometown, Mingo Junction, Ohio, who shared that life with me. The teachers and the preachers, the store owners and the neighbors, good friends and family. I began writing in the 6th grade when Mrs. Ruth Mersey, my English teacher, passed out little booklets of poems and said to us, "Now I want you to read these poems and I want you to write some of your own." And I haven't stopped writing. I hope that the poems here speaks well of Mingo Junction, Mill Town, in the Ohio Valley, and I hope that it allows Mingo to speak as well. First poem I'm going to read is the first one that I ever had published, and it's about the valley. Ohio Valley Steel Town, 1960s. Old storefronts with new signs, green screen doors boasting of Wonder Bread and knee-high pop. Cars double park in front of Isley's, while old men walk under street lights, stopping to bolt a shot and bet the number of a daughter's new house or some other dream of his. Wives wait in rough houses or sides or vaults of red brick. They sweep the soot from porches and sit on swings, quietly watching for their men climbing the hill to them. Their children have gone to college or just moved away, leaving memory ghosts of towns colored dark with the sweat of working people. Only the night Bessemer celebrates in a burst of pink-orange light. The river, the hills, the town, the lives. As I said, I hope to allow Mingo to speak in this book, and so some of the writings are from Mingo. This one's Mingo's history lesson. Oh, citizens of Mingo, let me share with you the history of our place. Before these steel mills and railroads, before ore ovens and coal mines, before the drilling of oil, before old man Potter and his son plotted these lots and streets for us, before pioneers and forts and old George Washington camping and drinking from our spring, before Chief Logan and the Mingo tribe hunted and fished along our streams, there was just this clear water and green earth, native animals, trees, and plants. Close your eyes. Let it rise before you, past, reaching into the present. Later, when others arrived with splendid foreign names, came houses and gardens, neighborhoods and schools, churches and stores, downtown and on the corners, the bottoms, the hills, all growing. People coupled and multiplied, mixed and spread, and I watched and smiled unjudging, happy to sense them renewed in the now. Winter's dried and withered rosebush, rooted in the fertile earth, blooms again each spring. And the third poem is dedicated to my father and all fathers and really all working people. Things my father taught me. As he dressed in morning dark, I wakened to his footsteps. I'd lie there awaiting his call to rise and shine. He moved with purpose, like the railroad. His hands were the calluses of work. His eyes were dark pools of trust. He taught with what he was, with words like apples, tart and sweet. Trust the road that takes you. Let the saw do its work. The worst fear is fear of work. Let the shovel throw the dirt. Enjoy the work you do, and the job will answer back. Let the hammer drive the nail. Drawn down into his basement, where our hair was cut, my brother and I sat round his heavy workbench, awaiting his words of manhood. We grinned to see him blush, look away at drills and saws. Yet he spoke simply of his life. Women are there to be cared for. Love them as yourself. The wrong you make goes on until you claim it. Family blood extends to everyone. When you speak ill of another, you speak ill of yourself. And from the Father who never struck me, who rarely touched me, whose knuckles were Boy Scout knots, whose arms were tools. When you begin to lie, you start to sell yourself. Don't confuse your wants with your needs. Hold the word that hurts. Silence speaks through kindness. This year I wear his hat, feel his touch inside my coat. Inside my voice he speaks of what it means to be. He loved with what he was. Thank you.